Why, hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as Screen Speak, and in today's video, this is one I'm on a Pixar watch this week. So without further ado, let's rank the Pixar movies. Alright guys, so as I just mentioned, I'm going to be doing a tier list today. My second time doing one of these. If you missed it, I did do one of these. I deleted a video off my channel that was of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I should do another one of those. But I did do one of the Despicable Me movies, I don't know, about a month ago. And I enjoyed doing that. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm back with another franchise. And the Despicable Me and Minions movies, there's like 6 of them. But I really gotten irritated with that franchise. But a franchise I'm not irritated with is I love Disney and I love Pixar movies. So we are going today. There's a new Pixar movie coming out this year called Elio, however you want to pronounce it. And I'll probably redo this list at some point, and I definitely would like to have the TV behind me like differently. So there's ants coming up in my room. This is like the 3rd ant I've seen. At any rate, I digress, guys. Well, let's kick off this list. I don't want to make this video too long. I might have to edit this down. I don't know how I'm going to cut this, what I'm going to do with it. But I like to have this shot differently. Like, I'd like to have the video going, the TV with the different segments, but that's besides the point. I'm here today just kind of doing this like as a test to see what you guys think of my ranking. And if you agree or have a different list, if you like my ranking or have a different list today, in this specific video, let me know in the comments below, and you can take a picture and share it to me over at, I said this wrong last time, and I gotta get this right because I changed my Instagram, Screen Speaks Today. So if you want to share it at Screen Speaks Today, take a picture of it and at me at Screen Speaks Today over on Instagram. So you can do that. Let me know you were listening in the comments below. Do it both of those ways so I can see your lists. That'd be great. So let's kick things off here with the first Toy Story. A lot of these are going to be based off of my biasy or my bias or like recency, not recency bias, just bias, nostalgia, quality, and that sort of thing, so forth. So let's kick things off here. There was a list that I found. Another brief piece of housekeeping. There was another list here that had like categories like things that I like, movies I love. The last one was haven't seen, but I've seen most of pretty much all of these. I just have not seen them in a while. I'm about to watch Cars for the first time in like years on Wednesday. But I should have done this list a couple days, like in a few days from now, but I digress. So Toy Story is going up here in S. I almost said C. But now the reason for this, I mean, you guys probably all already know why. It's the first one here. It is a classic. It's still timeless. A lot of these are timeless. But, you know, the next one I'm going to go with is A Bug's Life. I'm going to place this in B. Now, this is one, again, I'm not talking about Toy Story yet, but these are ones, Toy Story was first, but it's still the one that I go back to. I gotta rewatch A Bug's Life. I think, like, knowing this in my head, like I said, I'm about to watch Cars here at college at the football stadium of all places. But it's one of those movies where A Bug's Life, I've just never gotten the oomph to go watch it again, whereas Toy Story, all of them, and all of these movies I've gotten the oomph to go back to. Something about Bug's Life just hasn't drawn back to me, and there's a little bit of them, well, except another movie on this list that hasn't really, but A Bug's Life I need to go back to. But Toy Story is the most ambitious, you know, it's the oldest one and the most ambitious to take its, you know, not jokes, but just its story, you know, hence the name Toy Story, and it's so great, and they made a lot of movies and spin-offs with this franchise, and I adore that. And even we're getting a 5th one, but I'll go back into that a little bit later, but I think that this is a great franchise. Bug's Life, staying at B here for me. I'll rewatch it, and when I remake this list in the future, maybe it will move up. But Toy Story 2, I'm actually putting this as well in S. I think this holds, I think the franchise holds up in S. And I don't think that's an understatement to say that I could just automatically put Toy Story 3, to make this quicker, at S, because I'm going in, well, already, guys. I'm doing it already. Just to make this video faster with you, because of the fact that all three of these are in no less than 99%. I think that, actually, I think Toy Story 3 might have a 98%, but 2% away from 100%. The first two Toy Stories are at 100% rating, and this is like one of the greatest animated trilogies of all time. Except when Spider-Verse comes out, that's when I'm rating the best. But they're all great. They're all deserved an S tier for me. Monsters Inc. is probably going to be an A tier. Now, when I say A tier, I'm saying, well, this is a mistake. This is. I mean, maybe it's an S tier, but it's an A tier. I think this is an A tier for me. There's just a lot of clever, the whole monster story. I actually made a video about the whole Pixar theory, about a Pixar theory that I think Boo is Violet from The Incredibles. Be sure to check that out. So yeah, I think this one just holds up at A. Finding Nemo is going to be an A for me. This one I grew up with. I can't remember the year. I know Monsters Inc. was, I think Finding Nemo was 2004. So yeah, this one I grew up with, and I have a great time with it. I don't watch it on repeat enough. I've watched Monsters Inc. on repeat enough, but both of these, I remember a lot about them that they both hold up at number A. Number A? Letter A. Forgive me. So Incredibles is going at S tier. This is my favorite. Okay, when I say favorite superhero franchise, my favorite of the Pixar movies. Now, Toy Story is great. Don't get me wrong, but The Incredibles is where it's at. I love superheroes, and I think that Brad Bird's take on superheroes is fantastic. And his second one, I'll get to that later. I'm not going to put that in a category for right now. But it is it's a fantastic sequel, and I can't wait for the third one. But what they did with this first one, introducing these superheroes in this genre, or in the Pixar animated universe, is fantastic. So that said, it's holding up at A. Okay, so Cars is, I guess, an A. I haven't seen it in a while, but maybe within the next couple of days when I watch it again, I'll think, oh yeah, it's definitely an A tier. And I think it's an A tier, but I just don't go back to it enough to say it is an A tier. But I love Mater and McQueen's friendship, chemistry here, bromance, if you will. And there's a lot of great things. Also, I wish that later in the trilogy, who's Mike? Lightning McQueen, not Mike, but McQueen and Sally would have a stronger relationship. It feels like they just kind of blew that off. Like in the second one, they go on a date, and I was like, oh, where's that gonna go? Yeah, maybe they become an actual thing, like refer to them as a couple, or like Mater got a girlfriend, but they never really called McQueen and Sally boyfriend girlfriend. Never really got married, type of a thing. So I wish they would do more in that universe. But besides that, I think Cars is at A. Ratatouille is a definite S for me. I watched this the first time during COVID with my mom. And this is one where I fell in love with. Funny enough, this is another Brad Bird movie, and I didn't even know that when I was watching it. I'm like, who directed this movie? And they're like, Brad Bird. I'm like, shut up, The Incredibles guy, who also did his first animated feature was The Wild Robot. Then he did The Incredibles. He also did Mission Impossible movie. I'll do a ranking video on all the Brad Bird's films when Incredibles 3 comes out. But this is one for me that it's a beautiful film and it's silly at the same time. It just makes you go. It makes you feel hungry. It's silly. It's deep. It's clever. Brad Bird's a genius, and I love this film, the correlation between this and Incredibles, but this is just an S-tier film for me, and I gotta watch this again. I gotta watch this again over the summer, and I'm on a Pixar journey, so I love this. I gotta watch Bug's Life. This is so good. WALL-E is an S. That's not S. WALL-E's an S tier. I watched this about a couple months ago, beginning of this year, actually, January, February, somewhere around there, somewhere in January, late February, late January, early February, one of those times. Early this winter, springtime-ish, early this year. And I really enjoyed this. I forgot most of the cast. The first 30 minutes are actually it's a silent movie, and then the humans. I love the film The Wild Robot, and this film Wild Robot feels heavily inspired by Wall-E as well as several other Disney films or things like that, like this Iron Giant, which is not Disney, but Iron Giant, Wall-E, Big Hero 6, and Lion King all merge into one, which is Wild Robot. But Wall-E has the humans, where they don't really have humans in Wild Robot, but this feels like they I don't know what I was gonna say. It felt different the actual second time watching it. I watched it growing up, but I didn't really fully comprehend because child's brains work differently than adults do. And I remember, oh yeah, this is quite a good watch. Like it's entertaining in the back half more than the first half. It's interesting seeing Wall-E, what he does, but I think for a kid you're like kind of like, whoa, am I tripping out? Like there's no dialogue and there's a fun song going on, but for as an adult you're like, oh, interesting. And you're like, whoa, like, wow. And like humans make it home. And I really found this film captivating. Now, and captivating? I don't know if that's the word. Captivating. But what I also like, I like Ratatouille more because I like Brad Bird, but I think Wall-E definitely is more engaging than it was as a child. So I'm glad I gave it a rewatch. All right, Up. Now, this is one, it's definitely going an S. And I don't know if that's personal. Like I said, biasy, because I grew up on this film. This was the first film I saw in the theaters growing up. This was the first film I ever saw in theaters. It's so good. It's so good. I'm tempted to put this as my favorite Pixar film. It's also Michael Giacchino. I'm going to have to do a final ranking here at the end. Oh, it's going to be so tough. But at any rate, it's so good. And like I said, Michael Giacchino's score adds elements to this film that I absolutely love. And I love Michael Giacchino as a composer. Speaking of Michael Giacchino as a composer, I didn't mean director, as a composer, Cars 2. Oh my god, I'm putting this above Bugs Life. Sorry. I'm putting this above Bugs Life. This I rewatch endlessly. And I don't mean that as a hyperbole. I mean endlessly. This Michael Giacchino score with the spy elements, with cars, like, come on, have you watched Mission Impossible? Brad Bird did a Mission Impossible movie. Well, actually, Brad Bird doesn't direct this movie, but the Mission Impossible has cars, right? When you take cars, mash up cars with spy, and then you put Michael Giacchino's score in that movie, this is an automatic winner for me, okay? I don't care if the first Cars had racing. I put it at A. I don't care if your sequel doesn't have... Your sequel has racing in it. And then you have spy story in there. Oh, hot diggity. It's my first... It's the high B in there, so that's good. I'm going with Brave at C, guys. I know lots of people aren't big on this one. I mean, aren't going to agree on this one. They might have a little bit higher. I have it at C. It's okay. I've never rewatched this. I watched this with my mom the first time during COVID as well, and I thought, funny enough, if you want to know deep into my life lore, I watched this with my mom after I got my wisdom teeth out, and that was fun. And I was a little bit loopy, and I'm like, what is going on? I was like, the mom gets turned into a bear. Like, first off, I love redheads. I'm a redhead, and I think Meredith's cool. Maybe I should give this a rewatch. I don't know. She gets turned into a bear. By the way, Merida in Wreck-It Ralph 2, bad movie, but she's hilarious in the scenes that she's in. But I'm like, her mom gets turned into a bear? What is going on? So, I don't know. It has some fun, arrow action scenes, but maybe I should rewatch it. But I definitely want to rewatch Bugs Life and Ratatouille. But Brave, okay, sure, I guess. Monsters University. This is underrated. I am going to put it above Bugs Life, but in between Cars 2 and A Bug's Life. Now you might be thinking I'm stupid to do that, and you're right. Okay, so the reason for no, screw that. I'm putting it right here. I'm putting it right there. So the reason I'm doing this, you might be like, oh my god, he was stupid to do that the first first time. The reason why I changed it just now is because I think this is super underrated. Such an underrated sequel. And I think that people first off, I watched this movie and I thought, I want college to be like this. And it's been a little bit like that. I've had a little bit. I've had more drama than I would like to admit, but I've had a lot of fun times, just like there are fun times in this movie. And I love what this movie does with the college vibe. I love what this movie does with the monster side of it. And I love what it does as a prequel coming after the original film. It's such a beauty to watch, and more people need to take the time to appreciate this film. And I'm not just talking about WALL-E, like how I said, like WALL-E's underappreciated. I'm talking about what people don't appreciate about this one. So there's my thoughts. All right, Good Dinosaur. I'm just going with D. I'm straight up going with D here. Nothing's interesting about this. Now I know I heard someone, not going to name names, but I'm just going to say that someone likes this movie. Somebody that I know on the movie loving journey loves this movie, and that's cool. No disrespect, but I watched this movie again with my mom during COVID 2021 year or something like that, and I just didn't care. I didn't care. I think it's cute. It's for kids, yeah. But if I'm gonna rewatch something, I'd probably rewatch Brave or A Bug's Life, definitely Ratatouille, but not The Good Dinosaur. This one is like the bottom of the barrel. All right, put it on for kids, but if I'm gonna watch something, it's not Good Dinosaur. So that's that. Inside Out, definitely going in S tier. Look at that, we made it to another S tier. Let's go. So, this one rewatching for the first time in theaters, I went, that's crazy. That's an interesting film. And I rewatched it with some friends like a year after it came out and was like, oh, you were starting to cry when this movie hasn't even started yet. Like when the Disney logo just pops up, I'm like, what's going on here? And then rewatching it 2020, or like years later, like 2022, I cried my eyes out because I'm an adult. I was like 18. Like I just became an adult like 2022 or like whatever year it was. And then when Inside Out, like when I rewatched it, when we watched this film before Inside Out 2 came out, I bawled my eyes out again, like realizing, like, man, I've like thinking about my life. This film, you think about your life and your emotions and everything. It's such a great Pixar film. It's so good, and I wish and Inside Out 2 did some of that, but there's no film can repeat like this. So that's good. B. This is definitely going to be Finding Dory at B. I feel it's good. It's not Finding Dinosaur. It's not a Good Dinosaur, The Good Dinosaur, but it's Finding Dory. It's a good sequel. It's like I put Monsters University right neck and neck with Monsters Inc. It's like it's not neck and neck with Finding Nemo, but it's just a tier below. Finding Nemo. Why did I say Finding again? Cars 3 is at B. Right under Finding Dory. That's right there. I think having Cars 2 and Cars 3 on this tier is definitely fine. Actually, well, a lot of people are going to hate me, but who cares? I'm not doing it. Cars 3 is right there because I've just never rewatched it. I've watched it twice. Not even twice. I watched it once, and then I literally like skimmed the movie like last year, and I thought, this movie's strange. Like, not like strange like the movie Wish, but just strange like Lightning McQueen is trying to mentor a new car, like an electric car that's not even meant for racing. And then at the end, or I thought it was a electric. Maybe it's a hybrid. I'm not quite sure. But whatever the case may be, it's an interesting film. Like, the film is polished and it's fine to watch. It's not as stupid as Good Dinosaur. Good Dinosaur is not even stupid, but I rewatched this film, right? It's in the middle of the road. It's B. It's not as stupid as Brave, like the bear turning into, but it's just as a Cars film. I mean, it deals more with racing, not spies, but I just think Cars 2 is a lot more fun with the spies and the music, where Cars 3 it doesn't, again, it has racing in it, but it's just lost its umph from the first one. And, like, I don't want to see, like, Lightning McQueen doing a spin, and, like, oh no, is he gonna die? And oh no, and then he's mentoring a car. You know what the problem is? Is at the end, he's like mentoring this car in the role of Doc Hudson, right? That's great. It gives you the kind of feels, but it does it in a strange way where I don't care about this new character. If it was, it couldn't be Tow Mater because Tow Mater's not a race car. But if, for instance, Lightning McQueen's friend was a race car, like whoever Tow Mater was a race car, and they said, "Hey, we're gonna train you to be a race car," or furthermore, I know um, Francesco wasn't a likable character, but say Francesco was a likable character, and they said, "Hey, this guy from the sequel, we're going to train you." But no, it's a brand new character that I don't really care about in your film, so Card 3 comes in there. It's a long rant, but Coco is an S tier. Whoopee! And we're getting a sequel for it. Now, yes, come on, baby. Yell at me. It's fine. Come at me with your Disney hate. I'm all for a Coco 2. And you might be like, why? Well, do you remember when I mentioned Toy Story 5? Well, you're going to hear it again in about a couple movies from now. But Coco 2 is a sequel, not a fifth one. But I'd see more of this world. But this is one that the music's great, the world is great, the animation's flawless or beautiful, and the story's flawless. So I'd see more of Coco here, and I just think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And on the Day of the Dead, I gotta watch this film again, dude. So gotta watch this film again on that, celebrate that day of the life. So there's Coco for you. It's up there in S tier. Incredibles 2, it's definitely going in A tier. I rewatched this film. I literally watched this again. I don't have my Incredibles shirt on it. Put it in the laundry. But I watched this film again today, day of this recording, and it's so good. It's so good. You might think like, well, if it's so good, why don't you put it in S tier? Because I'm not making you guys mad. I made you guys mad with Cars 3. I made you guys mad with Cars 2. Who cares? But anyway, I'm going to do a final ranking of this when I'm done here. But Incredibles 2 is definitely going in A. I love this film so much. It's so good every time I watch it. Toy Story 4. Wow, this is going to make you so mad. I put all three of them in there. You know what? I can't do this to myself. I love this franchise so much that it's going in B tier. And I'm down for a fifth one, but I'm not as down for it as I was for like Toy Story 4, because Toy Story 4 I was like, really, another one? But I loved it, so maybe they have something in mind here, but I'm definitely way more excited for Incredibles 3 and Coco 2 because we haven't gotten to Coco 2, and I'm just here to see what they have, but I thought Toy Story 4 was fun enough that it's going in B tier. Alright, so here we have the start of the Disney Plus phase and Onward. My puns, Onward. Alright, so Onward is going on a B tier. And this one I rewatched, and it's pretty good. I think it leaves off, like, it's good for the fantasy realm. Like, if you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, you will love this movie. You will absolutely love this movie. I'm not a big Dungeons and Dragons player, but this movie's fun. Just like I was saying about Incredibles was fun. This is fun, but it's good on a B tier level. It's not dumb like Good Dinosaur, but it's not great like Ratatouille is. So there it is. All right, Soul's a difficult one. I would put it at C, but I think it's probably an A tier movie for me. The reason I say that is because it feels a little bit boring, but as an adult, you think about it kind of like Inside Out, that you're like, man, this movie's really deep. And I watched this again on, it was a Super Bowl Sunday last year with my friends. I went to my friend's girlfriend's house, and she, the movie Soul was playing on like the not Disney Channel, it was like on, or I think it was ABC. And it was, I forget, was it Super Bowl night? It might have been like Christmas or New Year's. I don't know. One of those times, one of those famous times. You know what I mean? And anyway, it might have been New Year's. I don't even know. And my memory's whack. But it's this is one that's worth the rewatch. It has a great musical, like I said about Coco. It's deep about like your soul, has the name, and it has great music, jazz music. So there you go. Luca is going on A tier as well. This is one that with the like I said about Ratatouille, this is one about sea monsters that's different, Like this is one that like on the land, like it's about human type characters and sea monsters. Bring them in together in Italy. It's such a beautiful movie. Like people just think, oh, this movie got straight onto Disney Plus. Who cares? It's beautiful. Rewatched this one earlier this month or this semester, and it's beautiful. So I love it. Turning Red's going in B. Now I adore this film more than most people do. Most people would have this film low, but it's like I enjoy it. I mean because Ludwig Göransson did the score for this, and that adds elements. Like I was talking about Cars 2, this adds elements that I really, really, really love. With the friendships, with the parents, and all that stuff. I would have a review for this movie. It's so good. I just adore this film, and I'm thinking like, well, why isn't it in A tier? But I just love it a lot. So, all right, guys, we've made it. We made it to Lightyear. Oh, look at that! Actually, I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something. Hang on. I've forgotten to do this. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh my goodness. Alright, guys. There we go. F. Yeah. Lightyear's an F. And I'm sorry to all of you fans who are Pixar Lightyear fans. Oh, you're not? Oh, cool. Me neither. So, yeah, this is one where I was super excited for it. And now the only great thing about it is the Michael Giacchino score. Like, Cars 2 normally would be an F for most people, but it's not for me. And Lightyear is one of those films where it's like, it's so difficult because I love Michael Giacchino as a composer. And this film looks polished, and Chris Evans as Lightyear is really cool, and there's some fun action sequences in this. But you know what irritates me the most out of this movie? The Zurg nonsense. Not anything else. I rewatched this movie up until Zurg, but I haven't watched it for that reason alone, and I'm sure most of you agree, and most of you have other problems with this film, but it's mostly that. Alright guys, with that nonsense out of the way, we're going with Elemental at A tier. I had to get up there. Elemental at A tier, and this film is beautiful for the romance, for the like substantial animation quality, the water and fire burning, and the elements. Oh man, they had something here. I wasn't so sure about this film, but it's something. It's like rewatch it. Like I said about most of these, the rewatchability factor on most of these is pleasant. It's something. And I rewatched this with my parents like after like when it was on Disney Plus. I'm like, have you seen this movie? And they're like, no. I think it was last Christmas. And they're like, or no, it wasn't last Christmas because this came out 23. This came out 23. Holy crap! So we watched this last summer, and they're like, it's pretty good. So yeah, right. All right. I'm going with Inside Out 2, the last film here at number. It's not a number. Letter A. And you're thinking to yourself, he must be stupid again. He put it at A, not S. Okay, yes. I know. This is my list. You can yell at me. This looks like a pretty good list, I must say. I'm gonna have to do some ranking here after I talk about this. So Inside Out 2, I have a major problem with. Okay, well, yell at me if you want, but listen. The composer Michael Giacchino is not here. It's not the same. It's not Michael Giacchino from the first one. And you might be screaming, "Who cares?" I care. Now you might also be asking, well, Michael Giacchino did Cars 2 and not Cars 1. He didn't do, Cars 2 feels like a different comparison from Cars 1. Yeah, but when I'm watching, like, if you do a different genre in Cars, it's one thing. But Inside Out, like, Inside Out 1 and 2 are supposed to be direct comparison, like, tie-in. Like, here's a sequel. Like, yes, Cars 2 is a sequel, but it's not like they went... I can't compare Cars anymore. But Inside Out, you don't have the same composer. You have the same motif twice when the movie starts and when she's doing hockey at the end after the anxiety attack. The anxiety attack is very deep. I love the entire story here, but without the original composer, I feel like my ears are hearing something else else than what I heard before. Because I get one sound when I hear the Michael Giacchino Orchestra, and I get something else when I hear Inside Out 2's soundtrack. So, and I haven't listened to the soundtrack a whole lot from Inside Out 2. The anxiety theme is neat, but it's not what Inside Out 1 was. So, I love Inside Out 2 as a film. I just wish the composer did something different. I wish Michael Giacchino would come back for the third one if they do a third one. And I'm 99% sure, or almost 100% sure, that Michael Giacchino is coming back for Incredibles 3 because Brad Bird and him, I believe, are friends. So, I think, was Ratatouille Michael Giacchino? Maybe. I'm going to have to check out his video. Alright, so now we're going to do some ranking. Oh boy. Oh boy. These 3 rows are perfect. These 3 rows are perfect. F, D, and C are perfect. I'm putting Turning Red above Onward because because I've watched it more. Toy Story 4 can go below actually these 2. I think because I like Toy Story 4 and I'm interested in the 5, but I don't know what they're doing and why they need to do this one. The trilogy was great, but I think that these 2 have more clever stuff in them than this one does. I think that's the same thing about 3. Put this right here. Finding Dory is fine enough. Where again, I don't know. I think it's fine. Maybe I just push it down that because I just enjoy these worlds more. But I'm gonna keep this there. I think B is fine. Row B is fine. Let's see, push that down there. Row A, Inside Out 2, stay there. On Elemental, Luca above Soul, just because I like the Italian, how beautiful it is more. Incredibles 2 goes above Cars and Nemo. Nemo stays above Cars. Again, I haven't watched Cars. I'm going to watch it in a couple of days here. But like I said, Bugs Life could move. This whole list could change by once Elio comes out. But Monsters Universe, this is fine. Nope. Shoot. Okay, so that row's fine. Again, I love Incredibles 2 a lot. Maybe I push it right there. So Monsters Inc. above Incredibles 2, but Incredibles 2 is above Monsters University. Monsters University is still underrated, so that's that. Coco, this row here, I'm gonna have a difficult time with. So I think Wall-E, I'm gonna push to the end here. Coco is fine. This is fine. I think this is fine. I think row S is fine. Up is great. Incredibles is definitely the first one to have after all 3 Toy Stories, and Ratatouille comes Brad Bird after Incredibles, and Up still great after Ratatouille. Inside Out great after Up. Coco. That's my list, guys, and that's my ranking of all the Pixar movies. You let me know if you agree with this list, disagree with this list. I definitely know some of you are going to disagree with this list. That's fine. And take a picture of it, will you? Take a picture. I'm not going to save or download it, but take a picture of this list and at me over at Screen Speaks Today over at Instagram. You can at me there and share with me your list. Take a picture of your list. I keep confusing myself. Don't take a picture of my list. Take a picture of your list. Or if you don't do that, just put your ranking down in the comments below. But you might have to type out more. So make a list yourself. Make a list. I would love to see your list. So much. It's been a day. It's been a day. Don't forget to. Thanks so much for watching this video. And if you'd like to stay up to date, don't forget to hit that like button on this video. That's not what I'm supposed to say. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to keep yourselves up to date on what I got coming here on the channel. I'd like to do more, tier list videos like these. I've done rankings before. What do? I do ranking videos. I have a podcast. I've stopped that at the moment. But I do news. News and stuff like that. I do movies and TV show reviews and vlogs. So I do whatever you guys like. Out of the theater movie reaction vlog. So that said, stay up to date on what I got coming. I'll probably do another one of these. This was a long one. So without that said, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me at where you can on social media. Don't forget to leave likes, subscribe to Screen Speak channel, family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch screen. Peace out, everyone. Bye.